Alrighty, everyone. Before we begin UNLV Creates, I want to talk about some other events that are happening throughout the year. You just saw a video for Rebel Homecoming that is happening in the month of November. I highly encourage all students to be a part of this huge tradition, ranging from the football game all the way to the week-long homecoming celebrations or the parade on campus or just any part of it. So check out the week-long homecoming celebration we will have in the month of November. Another event that I want to introduce and talk a little bit about is our annual tradition of Premiere UNLV. So let's look at that video to learn a little bit more. Alrighty, so that is UNLV Premiere, and there's actually a fellow student of yours that plans out the entire event, and I want to bring her up to actually talk about what her event has in store for you. So let's welcome to the stage Alina, everyone.
Hi, everybody. My name is Yolanda Rominsky, and I'm Rebel Events Sports President, as well as a head coordinator of Premiere this year. With it being the 24th year that we're celebrating, there's big things in store, including free food, our installations by your fellow peers, also giveaways and takeaways made personalized for you, and the limited edition Premiere shirt that you get this year. When I was planning Premiere, I thought about my first experience, which was 4 years ago, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. And with Premiere being part of the highlights of my college career, I want it to be the same for you too. So come out, have fun, grub, admire the art, and we can't wait to see you next Thursday, the 29th, at 5:30 p.m. at the intramural fields. Go Rebels!
And if everyone could please take their seats, UNLV Creates program is about to begin.
How do you build a great future? With different experiences that forge your path. With daring professors who become your mentors. With diverse peers who expand your horizons. Build your future at UNLV.
And now, please welcome back to the stage your MC for UNLV Creates, Ryan Romero.
Alrighty. Hello, Rebel family. Like the quick change? So welcome to UNLV Creates. It is my honor to open and MC the 7th annual UNLV Creates program. As a Rebel, there is a lot to be proud of. And today, we're going to go over some of those ideas. You'll have an opportunity to hear from our faculty and staff, our premier speakers of UNLV Creates, to learn how they have gotten their path and their journey, and hopefully how you'll be able to create your own path here at UNLV. So let's take a moment and rewind to 2013. 6 years ago, today, I was actually at my UNLV Creates in the Hospitality College as my first day. Hi, hospitality students. Shout out. First day here at UNLV. I was excited, nervous, scared, and now I'm up here, so you never know what can do this opportunity for you. So I just want to welcome everyone to UNLV, and you never know what your experience here at UNLV will create for you. For everyone here and then all the people watching at home, especially my mom and dad. Hi, parents. Thank you for getting me here today. You never know what the university will create for you, and I'm excited to see what today, Welcome Day, has in store for all of you. With that, I want to take a moment and now welcome our faculty and staff to the event. So everyone, let's please welcome them with a round of applause.
University Administration, led by Dr. Javier Rodriguez, Vice Provost for Academic Programs. Student Affairs, led by Dr. Juanita Fain, Vice President for Student Affairs. The Academic Success Center, led by Associate Dean Dan Gianustis. Lee Business School, led by Dean Brent Hathaway. The College of Education, led by Dean Kim Metcalf. Howard R. Hughes College of Engineering, led by Dean Rama Venkat. College of Fine Arts, led by Vice Dean Sean Clark. Honors College, led by Acting Dean Andrew Hansen. Greenspun College of Urban Affairs, led by Dean Robert Almer. College of Liberal Arts, led by Dean Jennifer Keene. College of Integrated Health Science and the College of Public Health. Integrated Health Sciences, led by Dean Ronald Brown. School of Public Health, led by Dean Sean Gerstenberger. William F. Hara College of Hospitality, led by Dean Stowe Shoemaker. College of Sciences, led by Dean Eric Chronister. University Libraries, led by Tammy Kim, Library Faculty Moderator. The Graduate College, led by Associate Dean Emily Lynn.
Alrighty, let's give one more round of applause to all our amazing faculty and staff for joining us here today to welcome you to the Rebel family. Alrighty, and I also want to take a moment to recognize our regents, Regent Carvello and Regent Lieberman from the Nevada System of Higher Education. So thank you for joining us here today, everyone. Alrighty, so next, Dr. Marta Miana has been at this institution for 20 plus years and has stepped into the role of your UNLV president. Along her way, she has collaborated with the various staff, students, alumni, and community members to keep the huge momentum of the university going and growing. With that, I would like to welcome our UNLV president, Dr. Marta Miana, to the stage, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Cool. As Ryan said, I'm UNLV President Marta Miana, and I am so excited this morning to welcome you to your first year as a Rebel. As you begin your journey at UNLV, I want you to know that your UNLV family is committed to your success, not just as a student, but as an individual. Now, I have 5 things I want you to commit to before you start. The first is work hard and do your best. Trust me, it's really worth it in the end. Second, treat others with care and humanity, because who we are is about what we accomplish, but more importantly, about how we treat others. And you also happen to be at the most diverse university in the country. And what that means is that you can learn from other experiences and you can share yours with others so that we all get better. Third, be open to new ideas and possibilities, especially what you're capable of. Fourth, please get involved. These are incredible years ahead of you, and you want to be a part of this university experience, not just in the classroom. Fifth, dream big. Dream really big. You're capable of great things. Don't decide what you're good at or not good at now, okay? Promise me that. So welcome to the UNLV family, and all my best to you as you begin this journey. Go Rebels!
Alrighty, thank you, President Miana. Next, I want to introduce 2 individuals who are very involved here on campus. It is your undergraduate student body president, Hannah Pattinaud, and the president of the Graduate and Professional Student Association, Stephanie Molina, to the stage for their official welcome to the students. Let's welcome them, everyone.
Good morning, Rebels. You are getting ready to start an incredible journey, a journey that has been in the making for a long time. Over the next few years, you're going to be faced with opportunities and experiences that will shape the rest of your life, but only if you're willing to try something new and maybe something a little uncertain sometimes. But you've joined a community of rebels, and the rebel spirit is to break the norm and forge new paths. You've joined the most diverse campus in the country with an incredible high number of ways to get engaged. Whether you want to bond over lightsaber dueling, environmental sustainability, or your future career, we have a club for that. If we don't, start a new one with your friends. Hang back after class one day and talk to your professor about the research that they are working on. And maybe you'll have an opportunity to join the innovators who are changing the world from Maryland Parkway. Now that you're a rebel, it's important for you to know that CSUN student government is your voice to the university. Whether you have a major issue or an incredible idea, CSUN is here for you. When you're walking down the sidewalk to class one day and you have an epiphany about some way to solve all the campus's problems, come to CSUN so we can support you and your ideas. If you're having a problem in the classroom, still come to CSUN because your senators represent you, your college, and all of your academic needs. As your president, I am proud to serve you for the next year to actively listen to what you have to say and take action for you. I am so excited to see you at so many more events over the next year, including Welcome Day later today, Premiere next Thursday, and at my State of the Campus address in October. Welcome to the Rebel family.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Molina. I am a PhD student in the School of Integrated Health Sciences and this year's GPSA president. On behalf of the GPSA and the Graduate College, I would like to welcome our incoming graduate students, which I believe are all sitting up here, right? Yeah. All right, so after making it through at least 4 years of college, you guys are now joining a community of approximately 5,000 students seeking master's, doctoral, and professional degrees here at the university. As your student government, the GPSA is here to advocate for graduate education, not only within the graduate college, but also campus and system-wide. And during today's orientation events, I would like to encourage you to visit with the GPSA as well as our resource partners or resource fair partners that will be available, and encourage you to use all of the resources that are available to you, especially the GPSA. For example, one of the biggest support for our students that we offer are research and conference travel for students. Most of them have to finish this for their degrees. So that's one of the things that the GPSA can help out with. I hope to see you all throughout the various events during the year, as well as later today during the orientation activities. Thanks.
Thank you, Hannah and Stephanie. As a former undergrad and a current grad student and staff member, I can definitely attest to how vital it is to get involved and find what works best for you here at UNLV. On that note, finding what works best and the community is what we're all about. We're the most diverse university in the nation, and this is so critical and a great opportunity for you all to be engaged in that capacity. I actually want to bring a student up that is going to express her diversity and inclusion ideas through spoken words. And then after that, our Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Barbie Oakes, is going to come up and express her ideas in just a little bit more depth. So with that, let's welcome to the stage Iris Vargas, everyone.
Good morning. My name is Iris Pamela Vargas. I am a bilingual local poet, and just like you, I am extremely excited to begin a new life here at UNLV this fall. Today, I am here to share with you the beauty and power of words, something we call freedom of speech. Humanity is nothing without unity. You and I will walk the grounds of this school as a UNLV family, knowing that our race, sexual orientation, religious diversity, or nationality may not be the same. Some of us are immigrants of first generation, documented or undocumented. Ideology may also be different, but remember that humanity is nothing without unity. And that foundation of unity is respect. We will learn on the same grounds for the next years to come. In unification, under a code of conduct in which speech that incites imminent violence or law breaking is not protected speech. Words have an impact. And if you decide to use hate speech to offend, please recollect that unification is threatened. I will not feed your anger with more fire, because words of fury create consequences. There is no point in arguing when I am here to communicate. There is no reason in fighting when I am here to educate myself. Hate speech is not free speech, so do not use it at your disposal. It is not a defense to end a discussion. Hate speech is an act that may silence the speech of others, discourage, deprive their words from their force, silence, a complete absence of sound, the end of the deepest beauty, the key of unification, words. We are the generation for renovation. Words condition how we think, what we do, and how we feel. Words express our beliefs like empowerment and love. So rule yourself with the beauty to lift others with words. Let's learn from each other. Respect ideologies different from our own, regardless of agreement. And when we can't understand those who speak with hate, we can expand our perspective. Let's not forget that physics states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Let the size of your force lift someone else. Break the silence. Nourish the world with words. Be soul food. Thank you.
Thank you, Iris. Give her another hand. Wow. I'm so proud to be a part of a university family community that truly celebrates all the unique talents and gifts that students such as Iris brings. She is a first-year student just like you, but think about the courage that it took for her to get up here and to share her passion and her belief about freedom of speech. Yes. And that's what we, through diversity and inclusion, want to cultivate among all of you. There is so much I could say today, but I want to leave you with two words: belonging and civility. The word belonging truly means acceptance as a member or a part of a group. That's such a simple word for such a huge concept. And the question is, how in the world do you create a sense of belonging for everybody who is part of this campus when we are all so diverse in all the many ways that Iris just expressed? Well, the challenge is that's where civility comes in. Civility is more than being polite. Civility is about treating people with dignity and respect. Dignity and respect, yes. It's about listening. It's about dialogue. It's about stopping the hate. So we believe that on your very first official day as a rebel, that you be reminded of the fact that we welcome the differences that you bring to this campus, but what it truly means to be a rebel is that you are going to learn to listen, be in dialogue, and treat your peers with dignity and respect. Thank you so much, and welcome to UNLV.
Thank you, Iris and Dr. Oakes, for those amazing words. I can definitely attest that all students should try to find their sense of belonging here at UNLV. Now we're almost ready for our featured speakers of today's event. With that, I want to now welcome UNLV's interim Vice President and Provost, Dr. Chris Heavey.
Thank you so much. I'm also delighted to be here with you today to say just a few words of welcome. And you might remember that you saw me during your new student orientation, which might have been as recent as yesterday or might have been way back in May. And or you saw my colleague, Dr. Laurel Pritchard, give a talk that was called Creating Your Future. And during that talk, we said that the essence of this university and everything that exists here is to help you, this incoming class of students, create the future that you want. And the people who help you do that are the incredible faculty and staff sitting right behind you who have devoted their lives to providing opportunities for students. And I want to give a shout out to those faculty. It's an incredible collection of knowledge and skills, literally unparalleled anywhere in the world except at other great research universities like UNLV. So we're so proud of our faculty and staff, and we're so proud to welcome the biggest ever incoming class. Give yourselves a hand. More than 4,000 students are joining us, brand new students, and all told are about 7,000 students with transfers and graduate students joining us today because you believe in the future that you can create working with the incredible faculty and staff of this university. And so we're so excited to have you here. And without further ado, I want to start introducing our featured speakers who are just going to give you a little glimpse of the incredible journeys and talents of our faculty. And so our first speaker is Ben Morris, who is a visiting lecturer in journalism and media studies. And Ben is coming to us from Connecticut, but he traveled through the Marvel universe to join us here at UNLV. So please give Ben a round of applause, and looking forward to hearing him.
When I was 7 years old, my mother took me to see a film that would forever shape me as a man. Disney's Little Mermaid. Well, Ariel's quest to find her place in a world where she didn't belong, as well as her romance with dreamy Prince Eric, both resonated. The point that stuck with me was when my mom explained how an animator had to hand draw every individual bubble in every underwater scene. I was fascinated by the creative process and the idea of making something from nothing. I was inspired, and I wanted to do a little creating of my own. So I scavenged my house for supplies and came up with a pair of red pajamas, a red swim cap, some yellow pipe cleaners, and colored paper to produce my masterpiece. When I was a kid, if you asked me what I wanted to be, the answer was simple. I wanted to be the Flash. I thought of superhero as not just a fun job, but a productive one. And I figured if I could pull together a costume this easily, I was not that far off from joining the Justice League. Now, my purpose here today is not to discourage anyone from anything, but I'll caution that as I got older, superheroes started to seem like less and less of a viable career option. So somewhere around 5th grade, I pivoted. I decided instead of trying to be Spider-Man or Iron Man, I would just work with them. As part of a school project, I wrote myself a letter from the future detailing my dual role as an employee at Marvel Comics and, simultaneously, a professional basketball player for the Boston Celtics. Not to spoil the story, but it doesn't end with me in the NBA. From 2000 to 2004, I attended Connecticut College with the goal of obtaining my degree in English so that I could work at a newspaper. My senior year, I interned at a newspaper, and I hated it. Panic quickly began to set in. I was months away from graduation, and I had just seen my entire life plan go up in smoke. Desperate, I turned to my father. I sought advice. I sought answers. He told me, "You love comic books. Maybe you can do something with that." Could I? I mean, it was what I wanted to do as a kid, but did it really work that way? I ran a comic book website on the side in my spare time. It made me no money. It certainly got me no dates, but it did earn me the attention of the writer of my childhood hero, The Flash, who suggested I make the trip that summer out to San Diego Comic-Con and meet some people in the industry to see if there might not be a place for me. After a few misfires, I managed to meet the guys who would give me my first job at Wizard Magazine, the entertainment weekly of comics. I started out as a research assistant, meaning I basically lived in a library and pulled clip art of Superman for other people's articles. After a year, I got promoted to staff writer. And in 2007, Marvel came calling. It was time to live my dream. And for the next 10 years, live that dream I did. Starting out as the assistant editor of Marvel.com in 2007, ending up as the editorial director of digital media for Marvel Entertainment by 2017, I got to do everything I wanted. I got to help create and co-host the official Marvel podcast. I got to produce a stop-motion animation show for YouTube. I got to craft live coverage of comic conventions, red carpet premieres, and much more. So while I never got to be a superhero, I did get to hang out with them. During my decade at Marvel, I got to meet a lot of interesting people, but one who really made an impression was celebrity chef Chris Cosentino. I knew Chris from the reality show Top Chef, and when we met, I told him how impressed I was at his ability to take random ingredients and come up with an incredible meal. He countered that I essentially did the same thing with words. I think the point he was trying to make is that we all have special creative gifts, and they seem amazing to everyone else around us. So if you take nothing else away from my talk today, please take that. It's been about 2 years since I left Marvel, moved cross-country, and started teaching at UNLV. And I'm here to tell you, outside of losing my discounted pass to Disneyland, I have no regrets. I've been exposed to a whole new side of creativity. I've gotten to steer the unbridled energy of students looking to make their mark on the world. I've gotten to watch and be inspired by people doing spectacular things. I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not lying to you when I say that my time thus far at this institution has been every bit as exciting and rewarding as all of my adventures with the Hulk and Captain America. In fact, I was so jealous of the experience my students were getting, I decided I'll become one. So a year ago, in the fall of 2018, I began pursuing my graduate degree at the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism and Media Studies. What this means is that while I hope to have some of you in the classes I teach over the next few years, there's the very real and scary possibility you could end up working on a group project with me. And I'll warn you in advance, I don't get PowerPoint. If there's a point to my story, and I swear there is, it's that over the course of a lifetime, you're gonna have many dreams, and that's okay. Between now and the time you graduate, you're gonna have different goals, and that's okay. Most of all, it's okay to change your mind. College is a time to find out what you love and also what you don't. It's a time to learn things you're going to use right away and others you'll hold on to for years. There's no such thing as wasted knowledge. Everything you pick up at UNLV will serve you at some point, I promise. But don't get locked into the idea that there's only one path for you to travel down. Create and explore. It may lead you back to a childhood fantasy that you can now make a reality, or you may end up on a road you never expected. Regardless, you are the hero of your story. And in the words of one of my heroes, the great Stan Lee, "Nuff said." Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ben. That was an awesome story. And I don't know about you, but I definitely want to sign up for one of Ben's courses. So hopefully some of you in the audience will get the chance to experience his great passion firsthand. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Maria de Lourdes Ramos Gonzalez, who is a PhD student in mechanical engineering. And her journey started when she went to middle school astronaut training. And Maria, like hopefully everyone in this audience, has seized every opportunity since to create an incredible journey that she's going to tell you about. So welcome Maria to the stage.
Thank you. Hay momentos en tu vida que dan forma a la persona que serás. Growing up, I was always intrigued by science fiction movies. I became mesmerized with movies like Artificial Intelligence, Bicentennial Man, and shows like Full Metal Alchemist, which showcase the potential of blending human and machine together. Science seemed like the portal to the world. I caught a glimpse of that world in middle school when my science teacher started a group for astronaut training. Everyone was welcome to join, and when I asked my friends if they wanted to go with me to the meeting, they all said, no thanks, that's nerd stuff. So I went alone. To me, it wasn't about being a nerd or cool or anything. It was about trying something new and learning more about what was out there. The kids in the group and I became friends, and we built a replica of a space shuttle in our school gym. We all had roles and even took turns sleeping to ensure the authenticity of manning a space shuttle 24 hours a day. I was a communications officer and was in charge of relaying messages from Earth to our station and vice versa. We stayed in the shuttle for 3 days, and when we came out, there was a news crew, reporters, and all my friends in the audience eagerly stating they would join next year's crew. Well, guess what? There was no next crew. That experience taught me to take opportunities as they come and not take your time for granted, because you might miss out on something incredible. You might even walk away with a cool astronaut jumpsuit. And yes, it still fits. By the end of middle school, I was hooked on a TV show called CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, and was convinced I wanted to be a crime scene investigator. Eventually, I realized it was a lot grimmer in real life than what I saw on the glamorous small screen, so I changed tactics. I would be a lawyer. I even attended ATEC, a local magnet high school with specialized tracks, and majored in legal studies. I found out that I needed a bachelor's degree in order to go to law school, but it could be in anything. So I decided to major in mechanical engineering. Why not? I could study something that had always fascinated me from movies and TV, and I could still go to law school afterwards. It was a win-win for me. I still remember the first time I visited campus with my mom. It was a very hot summer day. We parked in that free parking lot on Swenson and Harmon and had to walk somewhere around 10 miles to the Student Services building. I exaggerate, but in the Vegas heat, it sure felt like it. Mi pobre madre aguantó las ganas de abandonarme ahí ese día y me inscribió en la universidad. When I finally started college in 2009, I had no idea what to expect. I assumed it would be just like high school, but more expensive. Whereas in high school, you could be at school from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., in college, you could be on campus anywhere from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. But I operated very much like I did in high school because that's what I knew. Go to class, go home, do homework, repeat. It wasn't until my second year of college that I discovered student organizations. The first organization I joined was SAE, the Society of Automotive Engineers. And it was there that I learned the names of tools, how to use machines to cut metal, and welded my first piece of steel. I fell in love with engineering. From then on, I continued pushing myself to be the best engineer I could be. I wrote an honors college thesis on prosthetic devices. I even got a chance to present that research at a conference. And it was through another organization, the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, where I landed my first internship at Toyota Technical Center as a research and development engineering intern in Michigan. But as much as I loved engineering, it was not always easy. There was the occasional groans in a class full of guys whenever I raised my hand to ask a question. Well, okay, to ask yet again another question. But hey, I was here to learn, and I had paid good money for the privilege of asking that question. Well, I heard the same groans when those students got their test scores. It also wasn't easy pleasantly saying, "No thanks, I got it," in the machine shop for the 100th time when a male student would come up to me when I was cutting metal. I mean, sometimes I need help reaching the stuff on the higher shelves, but other than that, I got it. The mansplaining and comments that women don't belong in engineering are sometimes there. But what pushed me to finish was remembering the movies of robots and cyborgs that I loved growing up. I didn't want to wait for technology to catch up to that. I wanted to be the one to make it happen. So I enrolled in the PhD program. Look, that's me on the first day of grad school. Ugh, I look so happy. My first year, I was involved in robotics. My second year, I designed and built an airplane and was the first person at UNLV to earn the Amelia Earhart Fellowship for my work in aerospace engineering. I finally settled on my dissertation topic, which consists of designing and testing a novel knee implant. It's been a long and sometimes exhausting road, but the benefits of finishing are monumental. Just while I've been a grad student, I've had the opportunity to be involved in amazing projects, travel all across the US to present my research, and even met some of the greatest people on this planet. I even got a chance to compete in hackathons and ended up winning a couple. Y como se dice, sí se puede. Y de que se puede, pero no sola. I didn't accomplish this on my own. I asked for help, advice. I learned from my senior peers in engineering which professors to avoid or which to take even though they were tough, because you were actually going to learn something. I made allies with professors and administrators who actually cared about building me up and making me stronger. I learned how to take the biggest bite out of my college career and still be able to chew. padres y familiares, apoyen a sus estudiantes. Estudiantes, mantengan a su sistema de apoyo involucrado. It could be as simple as creating a Spanish flyer of my research so that my family will stop asking me what I'm even doing. Yes, I am a first-generation immigrant because my mother brought me here when I was less than a year old because we were on the brink of starvation. Yes, I am the first person in my family to go to college, but not because I'm special, but because my older sister worked to help support the family. Without her, I would not be here today. And yes, I may be the first Hispanic woman in the history of UNLV to earn her engineering PhD. But again, not because I'm special, but because there weren't more like me to take this path. Even across the entire United States, in 2017, only 0.79% of engineering PhDs were awarded to Hispanic women. College is a lot of hard work, but this is the moment in your life when you can learn whatever you want. I took cello lessons, I learned German and Japanese. I even took a class where all we did was watch movies, my favorite activity, and then wrote an essay on whether or not we liked it. Is your friend Muslim? Then take a class on world religions. Educate yourself and earn school credit while you're at it. Just by being here and hearing about all the resources you have, you're already miles ahead of where I started. Remember to join student organizations, go to conferences, be proactive in finding internships. And I'm not just here to show you all the cool stuff I've done. I'm here to show you all the cool stuff you can do. You may not know what you want to do yet. As you saw, even I changed my area of interest many times. I would love to be Iron Woman, but maybe I'll still go to law school. Or maybe I'll land at NASA and make some use of this jumpsuit. Who will you be? ¿Quién serás tú? Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. That was awesome. I don't think anyone in this room has any doubt that Maria has used the opportunities that she has had here to create an incredible future for herself. I think we might see her landing on Mars someday. That woman has got incredible things in her future, like so many of you in this audience, if you take advantage of those opportunities. So last but not least of our featured speakers, I'm delighted to introduce one of our great faculty members. Dr. David Schwartz is the Associate Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs and also a world-renowned historian of gaming and the casino industry, something that we in Las Vegas have a little experience with. So I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Schwartz to have him talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chris. So how do you get to be a world-renowned authority, a historian, expert? How does that happen? Well, picking up your phone when they call helps. But for me, the journey started a long time ago, back when I was a kid. Back then, one of the first things I remember is watching them demolish my hometown. I grew up in a city called Atlantic City, New Jersey. You can see it right there. And by the time I was old enough to notice, they had legalized casino gambling and were blowing up the old hotels to build new casinos. So me as a little kid started to ask, why did people want to do something called gambling? And why did they have to do it in these new casinos? Why couldn't you do it in old hotels? Why? So I asked that question. didn't get a good answer. Many years later, when I was in graduate school studying history, well, maybe no history people here today, but some history people here today, all right, studying history, I decided to look for the answer myself. That got me a doctorate in history and eventually a job right here at UNLV. Let's hear it. Now, the thing is, if I already knew everything, or if somebody else had all the answers for me, I never would have studied history, never would have written any books. Most importantly, I never would have come here, and somebody else would be standing here right now, helping to welcome you to the start of your college career. Did I just say that? Your college career. How long have you been planning for this? Hoping for this, and it's here now, today. This is the day. How long? Been a long time for me, and I wonder, what does it feel like? What's it feel like being a new UNLV student? Well, maybe UNLV feels a little bit like this room we're in. Look around. It's a pretty big room. A lot of history here, a lot of basketball, concerts, all that stuff. See a lot of people here, right? Students, parents, professors, a lot of people. Maybe you don't see a lot of familiar faces. Maybe you don't see a lot of people who look like you. Maybe you feel like, well, I don't know if I'm college material. I don't know if I belong here. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Everyone is here for the same exact reason as you. They're here because they have a question. Could be a question about anything. For me, it was history. For Maria, it was mechanical engineering. For Ben, it was entertainment. Everybody's question is different, and that question is what gets you in here. So I want you to take a minute and think, what is your question? What do you need to discover? What can nobody else explain for you? Just think. Now, you might think that having a lot of questions means you're not smart. I mean, after all, aren't smart people the people who have all the answers and know everything? Well, I've gotten to know a lot of very smart people here at UNLV. And from what I've seen, the smartest people don't know all the answers. They're the ones who have all the questions. So if you ever feel like you don't really belong here, just remember this. As long as you have your question, you still belong. Now, since you belong here, I think it's only right that I take a couple minutes and explain to you some of the most important things about being a rebel, about being part of UNLV. Now, got it? This could be the media. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Yes, it is? They are? All right then. Okay. Sorry about that, but that was a phone call from the future. The future just called me. Not the media, that was the future. And what did the future say? The future has a message for you. The future has a message for you. That message is this: take another look around this room, because in a couple of years, you're going to be back here. You're going to be back here. You're not going to be watching a game or a concert. You're going to be back here because it's going to be commencement. You're going to be standing there, waiting to come up here on this very stage and be recognized as a college graduate. That's you guys. That's you guys. So when you're standing there, waiting to come up, I want you to remember that you got here, like everyone else, because you have a question. And even if you get discouraged along the way, if the answers don't come as easily as you wish they would, and they never do, just remember, as long as you have the questions, you're okay. One last note. If you're enrolled in History 101, Section 1, I'll see you on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. bring some questions. Thank you.
Wow, I don't know about you, but we have some amazing faculty and students here. So let's give it up one more round of applause for all of our speakers today. You all have your own stories to tell, and I'm very excited to see what will come from those in your years to come here at UNLV. So at this time, I would like to ask our CSUN and GPSA president and Hey Reb to join me on stage for the academic pledge and the rebel chant that we will share with all of you. So can I have you all on stage with me? Let's welcome them to the stage, actually. Hey Reb's ready. Alrighty, okay rebels, at this time, please place your honor cord around your neck. Please rise. Today, you're gonna make a pledge towards your academic success and your graduation from UNLV. Your CSUN and GPSA presidents, along with the faculty and staff, will join you in this pledge and committing you to help you achieve the goal of graduation. So how we're gonna do it is, just like how we did the fight song at orientation, I'm gonna say one line and then everyone's gonna repeat it back to me. After that, we will then do the rebel chant, so just follow along. New students, are you ready for the academic pledge? All right, here we go. We're gonna go line by line. As a student of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas,
As a student of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas,
I commit to maximizing my experience as a rebel.
I commit to maximizing my experience as a rebel.
I will stay actively engaged with my classes.
I will stay actively engaged with my classes.
Seek out transformative knowledge.
Seek out transformative knowledge.
Make space for intellectual flexibility.
Make space for intellectual flexibility.
And get deeply involved with campus life.
And get deeply involved with campus life.
I pledge to work hard.
I pledge to work hard.
Play hard.
Play hard.
Support my fellow rebels.
Support my fellow rebels.
Complete my degree.
Complete my degree.
And bleed scarlet and gray.
And bleed scarlet and gray.
Go Rebels!
Go rebels!
Rebels! Rebels! Rebels! Rebels! Great job, everyone. You can now be seated. Alrighty, so thank you for being seated. So, throughout the summer, at New Student Orientation, we have been collecting the Orientation Expo cards for the Welcome Day Scholarship Drawing. The Graduate College also captured students that RSVP'd for today's event through the Graduate College Grad Rebel Gateway Scholarship. It is our pleasure to award 2 lucky undergraduate students in the audience with the $1,000 Welcome Day Scholarship and 2 lucky graduate students in the audience with a $500 Grad Rebel Welcome Scholarship. Graduate students, you also have an additional opportunity to win 2 $1,000 scholarships later today at your new graduate student orientation. Students, everyone, if your name is called, please make yourself known here in the Thomas Mack. An assistant in your section will collect you, so make sure to grab all your personal items, and then they'll escort you to sit in our designated area in the front. All right, Rebels, I think we need your help with these winners. So, for the first one, it's gonna be the undergraduate. Can I have a drum roll, please? All right, the first one, the last name is Takahashi, first name Joy. Tashika Joy, Tashika Joy, are you here? Make yourself known, make yourself known. Is she here? Yes, okay, come on down, come on down. There's our first scholarship recipient. Alrighty, so we're gonna hold on to that. And then the next one is going to be the other undergraduate student one. So here we go. Thank you, drum roll please. Really gonna dig for this one. All right, last name is Davis. First name is Juliet, G-J-U-E-L. Someone said it right here. All right, congratulations, there you are. All right, next we are going to do the graduate student one. And can I please have the names for the graduate students? While we collect them. All right, for the graduate students, we're gonna do those ones in just a moment as we pull those out. So while those are being collected, for the students that have one, you're gonna hang out here in the front. The graduate student ones, does anyone have them? If not, I can come back to them. Student of the University of Nevada. Okay, we'll come back to those ones, but that actually leads to a surprise. We have more scholarships that we're gonna give away, actually. So it's not just those twos, and this is on part with our wonderful sponsors for today. So here's how it's gonna work out. Thank you to the friends at Raising Cane's. We're gonna be awarding 4 additional $500 scholarships, 2 for undergraduates and 2 for the grad college. So we appreciate Raising Cane's generous support for the academic achievement. Hey Reb, doesn't some fried chicken sound good? Okay. So if your name is called, please make yourself known and then come down to the front, just like how we have before. Assistant will grab you and escort you to the front. All right, so this one's for the undergraduate. I'm gonna be selecting 2 more for the $500 Raising Cane's. Drum, thank you. Drum roll, please. All right, so last name is Perez Portella's first name, Maria. Someone knows her, Maria. Maria, and then the last name, Perez Portels. I'm guessing she's here. Okay, perfect. So I will hold on to that one. And then last one for the Raising Cane's. Almost on cue. All right, last name is Hayes, first name Ashley. Ashley Hayes. Ashley Hayes, are you in here? I hear clapping. Ashley Hayes. I can't see, is she? Oh, cool, you're right here in the front. Ashley Hayes, head on over to the right and we will be good with you. Alrighty. Next, I have another one for the undergraduates, actually. This is the last one. This is the last one for the undergraduates. So the last one for the undergraduates is actually with the Silver State Schools Credit Union. So you may have heard me talk about them a lot. They're actually the title sponsor for new student orientation, and they're gonna be awarding 1 $500 scholarship for the undergraduate students because they support new student orientation and welcome day. So I'm actually gonna invite our individual. Let's give her a round of applause from Silver State Schools Credit Union. This scholarship is all them. So go ahead and select the winner. Thank you. Drum roll, please. All right, last name is Arka, first name Morgan. Morgan, last name A-R-A-K. Morgan Arka. Oh, hi, come on down. You've just won the scholarship. All right, now we are on to the graduate one. Your turn. Linda Johns. Linda Johns, there you are. Congratulations. Come on down. All right. Then the last one for the graduate college. Do you like how deep I make it to look? All right, last name, Cornell Wilkins. Cornell Wilkins, right on up there, congrats. All right, congrats everyone. Those are all the scholarships, so thank you to the support of those. But wait, the program's not offer, sorry, no more scholarships, but we do have more in store for you. All right, congratulations to our winners. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen from a video from the Rebellion.
Count on me even when the mood slow. Come through copper with all my. Come through copper with all my. You should have seen how we looked last winter. You should have seen when we ate last dinner. Came through the block, everything that's new. Sipping that month, DS2. I can't off with him if he ain't true. They like, he alright, but he ain't you. We like 5 million on the board and shit. I was the richest nigga on the tip. Locked down with the killers and the robbers going hard in it. Open the gate, jump on the lift, and then we headed to the west side. Rolling in so hot, y'all in the backseat. It look like a moxie. You ain't got to ask me. You ain't got. You ain't talking money, I see you this with the topic. You be only f***ing with that be on cottage. I be only f***ing with that get it poppin'. You don't want to see one my face in the stocking. Grab your corner over some nonsense. I'm on the east side, rolling with my west side. West side, west side, west side. We're just trying to do it big like the best.
What's up, Rebels? How you doing? Who wants some t-shirts? Let's see you get crazy. Let's go. All right. Who wants the last one? Let's go. Is it this side? All right, all right, all right. What about this side? All right, this side? I don't know. Can you beat it? Let's go. I think it's gonna be this side. Let's go. All right, so we are the Rebellion. We are the official student section here at UNLV. We are the craziest student section in the country, and just like I heard right now, this is exactly how loud we want the Thomas and Mack to be for basketball. Now, we have been at every single orientation this year, meeting as many of you as possible. And let me say, you guys might be the craziest, most spirited class we have ever seen.
In just 8 short days, we'll be kicking off the final season of football at Sam Boyd Stadium in the biggest way possible. We can't wait to see you guys come out to our tailgates and come see our Rebels defend that freshly painted red Fremont cannon.
And then soon, right back here in the MAC, you're gonna see a whole new era running Rebel basketball. We're gonna have student sections on both sides for the first time ever, and we're gonna go crazy. And I will tell you a little bit more about that. And the person who made it all happen, we've got our athletic director, Desiree Reed-Francois.
All right, Jay, come on, let's go. All right, they said that we have the craziest student section in the country. But do you know what else we have? What do we have, Rebels? We have the best student section in the whole country. Absolutely. And who wants to be a part of something that is amazing, that is the best in the whole country? Raise your hand, Rebels. Exactly. All right. Now, Rebels, I understand. Now, this is the class of 2023, right? All right. Now, there's going to be great moments in your tenure here at UNLV. You've heard from some amazing faculty, our wonderful president, our awesome provost, but you know, there may be some moments of stress. So, we brought a few things that we thought might be able to help you with some of that stress. So I want to introduce my awesome basketball coaches, Coach Kathy Olivier and Coach Otzelberger and friends. So be ready to throw, be ready to catch. All right, Rebels, who's with us? All right, come on.
I love it. This is cool. Rebels, just remember, we have the power to make this university outstanding. We need you to be great every day. We're doing this together. When I say eyes, I need 2 claps. Eyes, eyes. When I say ears, I need 2 stomps. Ears, ears. All right, now you gotta be loud. When I say nose, I need a rebels with some passion. Nose, rebels. I love it. Now all together. Ready? Eyes, eyes, ears, ears, nose, rebels. Hey, create your own destiny. Make this place great. All right? Get involved, earn your degree, join the rebellion, and we'll see you at some games. Thank you. Yeah, man.
I'm TJ Otzelberger, the men's basketball coach. I'd like to welcome all of you to campus. It is truly an exciting time to be a rebel. As you come to campus and you start your college journey, you're going to meet many amazing people. And what I've found is joining the rebellion in our student section and coming to Run and Rebel games is one awesome way to meet some tremendous people and share your passion for UNLV. Joining the rebellion is free, coming to games are free, but I can promise you, you make all the difference in the world. There's nothing like coming out of that tunnel and the energy and the passion that you can all give to our team to get us excited and ready to play, as well as intimidating our opponents. So we look forward to having you come out, excited to see you on campus, excited to see you here at Thomas and Mack. Let's have one heck of a great year. Go Rebels!
Alrighty, thank you so much, coaches. I know I am very excited to go to all the games here at UNLV for this season. Hey Rebels, thank you so much for being part of the 7th annual UNLV Creates program today. The event's not over. Please stay in the Thomas and Mack Center until I release you to your college welcome. At this time, I'm gonna ask everyone to please rise onto their feet and with your best Rebel spirit, join me in singing the fight song as we welcome the UNLV Star of Nevada Marching Band. Clap along, everyone. The victory today. Win with the rebels, the scarlet and gray. From mountains that surround Alrighty, thank you so much to UNLV State of Nevada Marching Band. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending the Today Show.